I can take the dick off the table based upon my standard. You aren't gonna get hold of this dick if you ain't being the woman I need you to be. You need to realize that you need to cook, clean. You gotta understand that you're not the only woman. And if you can accept that, that's fine. That's just the beginning, because you gotta work hard for me, because I work hard for me. So that means if you get with me, it's not gonna be easy street, because I need to be satisfied, because it ain't no happy wife, happy life bullshit. It's happy Steve, happy Steve.
Being strong with self, understanding who you are, that is the biggest defense to bitch ass weak men.
And there's no excuses for the men not to be strong. But see, there's so many forces, and then so many men are embracing weakness.
I can't stand weak men. Like I don't like to talk to them. It's hard for me to talk to these losers. I've always been a winner at the winner's table.
You know, I believe it's a sin to impregnate a woman who can't raise a child, you know, or impregnate a woman who's not fit to be a mother. And I think we have a responsibility in what we see today in these weak ass little feminine boys.
I can't tell another man what to do, but I can't dress feminine. I can't wear nail polish. It's just something that I can't do. Why? Because if I'm walking down the street and somebody's having trouble with a flat tire, I want them to feel that they can come to me and ask me, hey man, could you help me out with this? Because those are the type of things that a man will help out with. So I need to look like a man so they can know where to come for help.
Yeah, it is such a thing as toxic masculinity in the minds of bitch ass motherfuckers.
Talk about masculinity, assertiveness, authenticity, transparency. How can a guy who's straight up and honest with what he does be toxic?
If the media can train you to think something bad about it, you hear the word and you want to instantly have a certain reaction. You stop thinking, you start feeling. And when people learn to think and feel and not think through their feelings, that's when they can evaluate a person holistically. And they can say, is this toxic masculinity, or did I just hear something I didn't like? And why did I not like it? And only let me go within myself to see why.
I don't never look at no motherfucker and say, oh, that's a toxic masculine motherfucker. I never ever had, I didn't even know. That was an invented concept from a weak motherfucker that was like, I'm just tired of this motherfucker trying to tell me what to do and bully you over me with this bullshit.
What's going to make you successful is just understanding who you are and getting your mind right and being happy with who you are. That is the thing that's going to really make you successful. Because after you get all the toys, after you get all these things going on, you've had sex with all the women you want to have sex with, you traveled all the places, you're still going to be you, and you're going to always come back to you.
Why do I do this? Why are we even doing this documentary? I want guys to be in the best position possible. There's no way that I'm raising my voice or calling you a bitch ass nigga because I'm trying to hurt your feelings. I'm calling you a bitch ass nigga because you're doing bitch ass nigga shit. And if you continue doing bitch ass nigga shit, you're going to end up in bitch ass nigga situations. You get what I'm saying? So when I call you a bitch ass nigga, trust me, it's because I love you.
Game Kings 2, The Definition of Man, is out right now. Click the link below or go straight to masculineidentity.com to get your copy today. Still ain't getting women? Really? Come on, son. You need to go to badboymembership.com and step up your game. What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I'm telling you that if you really want to attract beautiful women, you need to go to badboymembership.com. This is where you get 45 through 90-minute step-by-step dating advice tutorials every month. Just sign up, follow the advice, and you'll get the woman you want. Go to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com. It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I want to tell you about my documentary, Game Kings, The Definition of Game, starring myself, the Boss Mac Top Soil, Rosebud, Ron Wills, Miles Cunningham, and much more. In this documentary, you're going to learn about confidence, manhood, attracting women, and the definition of the game. To get this documentary, go to MrLocario.com.
Some people think you need a sports car to get what you want. Some people think you need $1 million. Some people think you need looks, status. The only thing you need is what they can't get unless they come straight to you. And that's your identity. Join the Masculine Identity membership today. MasculineIdentityMembership.com. Masculine Identity Soap. This luxurious, quality, high lather, high moisturizing, all natural bar soap has been handcrafted with care and consistency to provide a quality cleansing experience for self-care, focus, and productivity. Specially formulated for cold showers. Stay clean, gentlemen. Masculine Identity Soap.
Click the links below to get private one-on-one coaching sessions with Mr. Locario or Miles Cunningham to step up your game. These coaching sessions are designed to help you with your specific needs in the dating game. So make sure you click the links below right now so that you can step up your game today. Yo, we here. What's poppin'? In the chat, shout out to everybody in the building. It's Media Mondays up in here, man. Media Mondays. We are here. Locario, Miles Cunningham in the building. Miles, what's going on, man? What's poppin' with you, man?
Chilling, man. It's your boy Miles Cunningham. Shout out to everybody. I didn't get a chance to play the music in the beginning, man. Forgive me, guys, but still, come in with your support and promote your joint. And yeah, man, happy Memorial Day weekend to everybody. Today is actually Memorial Day, so if you got any veterans or people that gave their life to protect the freedoms of the country and all that stuff, I respect it. And shout out to everybody that's that's on that type of time. But it's a beautiful day, and every day above ground is a good day. You understand? So let's enjoy it. Let's get it. And guys, don't forget to go to Cunningham Elements to get your masculine identity eau de parfum and your masculine identity eau de parfum sport. You know what I'm saying? Get all of your things.
Guys, go to Cunningham Elements. Get that shit cracking.
Yes, sir. We got the eau de parfum, we got the masculine identity soap, we got the Cunningham soaps, and we got your shea butter. And if you get the shea butter, of course, it's gonna be a pre-order because I don't really mess with that until the fall. But you can order it now and be the first ones to get your shea butter as soon as the season comes back around. So yeah, man. And guys, don't forget to go to Shop Locario to get your book, your audio books, your ebooks, and
yes, sir. And I want you guys to know in 2 weeks, I'm coming out with a program called Master the Vetting Process, where I'm going to be breaking down like step by step the vetting process to vet chicks for long-term relationships and for fuck buddy relationships. I'm going to be breaking down everything. So it's good. This is going to be even deeper than what I have on the Bad Boy membership. So this is going to be, be something that everybody can purchase. Even if you're not on the Bad Boy membership, you can get it. It's going to be on Shop Locario. So make sure you guys tune in for that. It's going to be in the next 2 weeks, and I'll be announcing that as the time goes on. But make sure you guys go to Shop Locario right now, get the books, get the audio program, and also get the online dating consultations. I'm telling you guys, if you are not dating, if you're not fucking with the online dating, you guys are slipping. You understand? Like, I actually met April online. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, no, don't slip on.
I met my lady online too.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So
look, guys, I want to say this, and it has to do with the show we did last week too. But a lot of people are going to tell you, the dating market is full of piss and it's bad out here. And look, it's bad out there for people that don't know what they're doing.
Right, exactly.
And that's why Locario is encouraging you to get the online dating tips, because it only works for people who know what the fuck they're doing.
That's a fact.
You know
That's a
what I'm
fact.
saying? So that's why you need to get on the right track. Like, cause if you get out, let me tell you something. A lot of you don't want to go out there and meet women in person. Okay, that's cool, fine. That's your choice. Good. So he's like, okay, let's do the online dating. But let me tell you something. When you are gullible and you have no knowledge, no strategy, and absolutely no game, yo, you're even worse off than meeting somebody in person.
Right.
Because at least meeting somebody in person, you can, gauge their, their facial expressions, their body language. You get what I'm saying? Like you're usually meeting them in a neutral area, right? But a lot of you dudes who are gullible for sex, and a woman could play you and give you compliments and pay you attention and make you think that she likes you, and then she invites you to a location and your ass get robbed.
Mm-hmm.
Like, these are the things that happen when you don't know what you're doing.
That's a fact. So make sure you guys
Yeah.
on that, man. That's real talk. And also make sure that you guys go to masculineidentitymembership.com for the summer sale. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, please remind me to make this announcement again before we get off. But guys, get on the Masculine Identity membership for 99 cents for the first month. 99 cents for the first month. All you got to do is when you go to the checkout page, right? When you sign up for the membership, once you get to the checkout page, just type in the word summer. Type in the word summer. That's the discount code, right? Type in the word summer in the discount code box, and you will get on the membership for 99 cents for the first month. Please, it's up to you to cancel if you don't want to pay full price in the next month. Okay, that's on you. But 99 cents for the first month, guys. But it's very important, right, that you understand that when you sign up for 99 cents for the first month, you get access to the Monday night Zoom calls happening at 11 p.m. And we have one happening tonight at 11 p.m.
That's a fact.
And right now, the topic of discussion is individuation by Carl Jung. Carl Jung, individuation has a lot of philosophic parallels to the masculine identity. It's very important. So it's a really deep discussion. And I want to let you guys know that none other than Mr. Justin from the Dominance Academy, dominanceacademy.com, will be joining us June 2nd, 11 p.m. Monday. So guys, think about it. You get on the membership for 99 cents and you get to get on the Zoom call with not just me and all the other, great brothers that be on all the other members that's on there with great questions and great discussions and great statements and additions to the conversation. You're also going to have Mr. Justin from the dominanceacademy.com. You understand what I'm saying? So it's going to be, it's going to be a whole lot of value for just 99 cents. So I really suggest you guys sign up, man. Go ahead and sign up and you guys can be a part of the June 2nd Monday night Zoom call, 11 p.m. Eastern time.
Exactly. So make sure you guys go do that. Make sure you guys get that cracking. And also, last but not least, make sure that you guys go to badboymembership.com. Make sure you guys go to badboymembership.com. Because right now on the Bad Boy membership, we got the correct way to have short-term relationships. Make sure you guys check that out. And before that, we had how to sleep with women in less than an hour. And before that, we had understanding patterns, how to predict your outcomes with women. You feel what I'm saying? So make sure you guys go to Bad Boy membership, and there's hundreds of other joints on the membership. So make sure that you guys get that shit cracking and go down. You feel what I'm saying?
I want to reiterate that, guys.
Mm-hmm.
There are hundreds.
Exactly, hundreds.
There are multiple hundreds of programs on the Bad Boy membership.
That's how deep the game is. This is what we try to tell y'all. And this is not regular YouTube video advice, because what you guys got to understand is that we're not. Let me explain this to you. Let me just give you guys the secret sauce, right? This is the game. This is game 101 for business people, right? Especially for people who sell information, right? So when you guys watch us on YouTube, we tell you, what to do, why you should do it, right? But we sell you how to do it. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if you guys are thinking that you're getting the meat and potatoes of the game, you're not. You actually have to get on the memberships. You have to get coaching. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that's what's behind the paywall. So a lot of you guys are like, oh, well, I watched the YouTube video. That's cool. but you're not getting the nitty gritty of how to actually do it. That's how it goes. You know what I'm saying?
Application and execution.
Right. Exactly.
Yep.
So for example, if we say, hey guys, you know what? You guys need to talk to 25 women a day. And the reason why you need to do that is because that's going to help you improve your mouthpiece and be able to get over your fear of rejection. And then you're gonna be like, okay, well, what do I say? And how do I do this? Go to Bad Boy membership. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Where do I meet these women?
Right. Go to the Bad Boy membership. Go to the Masculinity membership. That's what we try to tell y'all, man. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, it's crazy. So yeah, it's a lot of stuff going on there, man. So make sure you guys, get up on there and get that shit cracking. And today's Media Mondays, guys. So send in your shit. If you have music, if you want to promote your shit, it is Media Mondays. Get that shit going. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. So if you have anything y'all want to promote, as far as you have music, you have a business, you have a product, whatever it is, hit us up. $50 or more to promote your joint. If you want to answer, a question, or you want to ask a question, $5 or more per question, $10 or more per story. And if you just want to put a question in the chat, put a Q in the chat, and we will get to your question in the end. You feel what I'm saying?
Shout out to June H already with the free call. He put in a free call for anybody. So we got one free call. So shout out to June for one free call, man.
Real talk. So now, today's topic, we're talking about how a woman being a challenge is not a good thing. You feel what I'm saying? It's not a good thing. Now, what I want to do...
Oh, shit. Shut up, my nigga, Fosa. What's going on with you, bro? As soon as you hear a free call, you supposed to be on it. Like, fuck it, let's get it. Fosa, what's going on with you, bro?
How you doing?
Good. Happy Memorial Day, man. So, what's your question there, buddy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what's your question there, big guy? Shout out to Steve.
So, my question, I don't know if I like a woman until she shows interest in me.
You don't know if you like women until she show interest in you. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
well, that makes sense because, you don't know if you like a woman, period, until you interact with her as well, right? That makes sense, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Absolutely, right. So what's the question, though?
Yeah, what's the problem?
Okay, my question is that, it's like, I have autism, right?
Mm-hmm.
And here's the thing, I date some of the women I've been with had disabilities as well. You know what I'm saying?
No. What did you just say?
Huh?
Repeat what you just said, bro. I couldn't understand.
Oh yeah. I don't know if I like a woman until she shows interest in me.
Okay, and you said something about you being African or something?
He's autistic.
Autistic. My bad.
So yeah. You said something about you've dated women who are autistic, and then what else?
Yeah, some of them. Like I have a low body count. I only slept with like 7 women.
Mm-hmm.
I have a low body count. So
hey, compared to a lot, no, you're supposed to take it easy. Compared to a lot of dudes, that's really not that low, honestly. But
that's actually the average. The average guy has like around 6 or 7 women in his entire life. But go ahead.
And it's right. You're doing pretty good, Fosa, but go ahead.
So my point is that what's holding me back, because it's not many women with disabilities in my area. That's the problem. So it's not many in my area. So and most of these women with disabilities, they be looking like I've been with women who doesn't have disability, every woman with disability as well, but the women who do have disability, they be looking like goofy. They be funny looking.
Well, hold on. You don't need to only date or talk to women who are autistic. You understand what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So you can date autistic women, and you can also date women who are not autistic. Is your choice. You can do whatever you want. You see what I'm saying?
Hey, I got a question. Ifosa, I got a question for you. Do you ever look in the mirror and sometimes think that you look funny looking or goofy?
Here's the thing. I'm not.
And
I mean, I'm not the best looking. I'm not the best looking.
Efosa, take it easy. It's a yes or no question. Do you sometimes look in the mirror and think you are goofy looking or funny looking? Yes or no?
No,
No. Okay.
no.
Okay. So, and you're autistic, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, does you being autistic have anything to do with how you look?
Well, I'm gonna lie. Well, here's the
Does
thing.
be no. Listen, no.
I'm not the best looking guy.
No. I'm not just because you're autistic don't mean I'm gonna let you off the fucking hook. Does the way you look have anything to do with you being autistic? Yes or no?
No.
Okay, okay. So the first thing I need you to do when you get on the call is to stop associating goofy looking chicks with being autistic.
Mm-hmm.
If a chick look goofy, she just look goofy. Don't talk to her. You don't give a fuck if she's disabled, autistic, or whatever. The point is for you to talk to women that you find attractive, period.
Right.
Them being autistic don't have nothing to do with nothing unless you have a hang up or some type of insecurity about you being autistic and goofy looking.
Mm-hmm.
That's a game right there.
And the answer to your question is a fucking lie. You do think you're fucking goofy. That's why you're saying it about the autistic bitches that you've met or that you've dated.
Mm-hmm.
Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me, brother.
That's a fact, because the saying is, they have a saying that's it's we don't see the world as it is, we see the world as we are. So anything you're saying is you're basically talking about yourself.
You're basically talking about yourself.
You know what I mean? So you gotta understand.
Don't fucking play with me. That's why you try to backpedal, and then when I asked you the second time, you said no because you know you're supposed to say no. But the truth is, you have issues with your own autism and the way that you look, so you're projecting it onto the women. The bottom line is, you need to accept yourself and go and talk to women that you find attractive, no matter what part of the spectrum they're on. Do you understand that?
That's a game. That's a game.
Yeah,
that's good advice.
Yeah, that's some game. That's some game. That's some game that's worth more than a free call. No, it's all good. It's all good if you call in on a free call. I'm just joking. But honestly, Efosa, you cannot worry about. You don't associate looking goofy and all that other stuff with a woman being autistic or disabled. If you're not attracted, you're just not attracted, bro. Period. Okay.
All right, that's good advice. Thank you so much.
Okay, you're welcome, man. Thank you, man. Happy Memorial Day. Be safe. Okay.
Listen, I've been out with some autistic chicks. Them chicks are bad as fuck. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, nigga. I remember I got rejected by a disabled. She was a paraplegic or some shit.
Oh yeah.
and my homeboy got to smash, and I didn't.
I remember that. She was cute too.
She was finest. She was the finest paraplegic I ever met in my life. But anyway, we got 609. 609, you are on live with Lakari and Miles, name, age, city. And where did you send it?
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Rudy. You know I send it to you, Miles.
Okay, I got it. We got it, baby. We got it.
What's going on?
We got it.
Yeah, man, them free calls ain't for me. I gotta invest.
Exactly.
Anyway,
Appreciate it.
Yeah, I have a question, but I wanted to start off with a story real quick because this goes along to what Lucario, what you told me on Friday. Yeah, it was Friday about recognizing patterns.
Yeah.
So I went out on Saturday night, right?
Wait. Hold on, Rudy. Hold on 1 second. And just to be clear, he did send in 10, so he has every right to tell a story. So guys, $10 for a story and $5 for a question. Go ahead, Rudy.
All right, bet. So yeah, like I said, I went out on Saturday, right? You know, I was doing my thing and shit. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, with the first couple of like 10 to 15 girls I was talking to, I had this get it over with mentality type shit. Like I wasn't really enjoying myself. I had the mentality of, let me hurry up and run through these bitches till I find the one that I want. And I noticed that like within those 10 to 15 girls, I was getting a lot of like, negative feedback, negative reaction because I approached the game with a somewhat negative mindset.
Right.
So what I did was I ended up doing what Lucario says to do, and he said it on the Bad Boy membership, and he even said it on the live, and that's to approach a woman thinking that she already wants to have sex with you, which will put you in a positive mindset. So after about the 10 to 15 girls, it's like I'm a coach. I made halftime adjustments. I'm like, all right, let me adjust and try this. And real shit, as soon as I made that little halftime adjustment, bro, everything went better. It felt like every interaction was way more positive. Now, not all the girls were stopping to talk to me and stuff, but I noticed I was getting way more positive reactions. I was getting way more girls that were receptive towards me. I was getting numbers left and right. I was making out with bitches left and right. It felt like I couldn't miss. And I'm like, oh, shit. So from now on, every time I'm approach a girl, I'm going to do that. I'm going to go with that type of mindset. And that's what you talk about when you say recognize patterns of behavior and shit. Like, I'm starting to notice it now.
That's how it works. I be trying to tell you. That's why you guys are going to get on the Bad Boy membership, man. I'm telling you, the gift is on there.
Facts.
Because what I learned is what that night has really taught me and stuff. Because, you know, I got a few dates, whatever. But the biggest lesson I learned, any situation in life, whether it's dating, women, or whatever, you have to approach it with a positive mindset, right? Because let's say dating, if you approach it with a positive mindset, it's not guaranteed you always go and find a girl who will cooperate, but what is guaranteed, you'll have way better conversations and interactions. And those positive interactions would want to keep you going. And by you keeping going, you eventually going to get what you want. And the opposite is true. If you approach with a negative mindset, you're going to get a lot of negative reactions, which will make you not want to keep going. And by you not keeping going, you're never going to get what you want. So it's really like a paradox. Like that's really what that night really taught me overall. Is to always approach every situation in life with a positive mindset. So that's just crazy.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
But wait a second. Hold on. Wait, real quick before you ask your question. Did I hear you correctly that you was out here? You said you was kissing bitches on the mouth. Is that what you said?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I was doing that.
No. I'm messing with you. Shout out to 50. Shout out to 50.
50 gonna get on you.
I know 1950 would ever bruise. But in my defense though, I would only kiss bitches on the mouth that at least cooperate. Like if I said, yo, let's come over here.
Exactly. Not like your boy who called in and he was tasting bitches' drinks and he ain't even know him and shit. Like you
never that. Like the girls that I kissed on the mouth was girls who actually, like, as soon as I walked up to them, they got real close to me and started, grabbing my arm and shit. And I'm like, I fuck with this energy. See, you a smart chick. I fuck with this.
But honestly though, yo, guys, y'all got to be careful, man, because I went to a restaurant over the weekend, man. I went to a restaurant over the weekend, and the hostess, bro, she had the textbook problems that you see. Like, if you was to go and Google like herpes or some shit, she had the fucking blisters and the red marks on the side of her lips and shit. My nigga.
You gotta pay attention.
You gotta be careful. Man, let me tell you something. I've been on dates. Guys, look, as a photographer, I'm always gonna be paying attention to the and Rudy, please remember your question. But as a photographer, I'm always paying attention to the details of a woman's like features, bro. And guys, you can't be so fucking thirsty that you see problem stuff on a woman's lips or her face or in her mouth, and you still want to like slobber down, bro. Like, be careful out there, guys. You understand what I'm saying? We really got to be careful out there. So, I just want to say that I like we've seen it. You got to pay attention, and that's why I like them dark clubs and that type of shit. You got to be careful, man. You got to be careful. But go ahead with your question, Rudy.
Yeah, that's true. I always pay attention to a girl's lips before I even consider making out with her or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, my question is, right, I've gotten much better at this, but I wanted to know you guys' perspective on this. It's like, ways to like, stay consistent and, positive even when like, let's say things don't go exactly the way you want them to, not just in the dating game, but everything in life. Because I noticed, like, even throughout my life, like, dating game aside, right? Even, like, when I used to play basketball and shit, right? If I make the first 3 shots, then it's like I was hot for the whole game. You feel me? I feel confident. Make the next shot. But if I, like, miss the first 3 shots, then I used to, like, be able to get in my head and stuff and, not feel so confident. Now, I've gotten a lot better at this, like, staying grateful. Shout out to the Masculine Identity membership, by the way. Like, staying grateful. Also, I've gotten better by, because another reason I used to be negative, because I used to listen to a lot of negative shit. But now I only listen to, you know, positive, uplifting stuff like the Bad Boy membership, like the Masculine Identity membership. So I'm taking steps and I'll become a much, much more better and positive and
What's
grateful
your
person
question,
every day.
nigga? What is your question? Let's just come on now.
Yeah, my question is like, what are your perspective on, you know, staying positive when things don't go your way?
Okay.
Well, I say it like this. You ever heard of this song called Turn, Turn, Turn?
Turn, turn, turn.
Yeah,
season,
it's not a
turn.
So basically, in the song, the chorus, it says, "To everything, turn, turn, turn. There's a season, turn, 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 and a time to every purpose under heaven. A time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant, a time to reap, a time to kill, a time to heal, a time to laugh, a time to weep." So what does that mean? That means everything that happens is supposed to happen because it's the time for it. So when you're sick, don't be mad that you're sick. You're supposed to be sick. This is the time you're supposed to be sick. When you're feeling sad or upset, that's the time you're supposed to feel sad or upset. You feeling happy? That's the time you're supposed to. You see what I'm saying? There's a time for everything. So the thing is, a lot of times people feel some type of way because things aren't going the exact way they want it to go or in a way that they prefer. But what you got to understand is that that's supposed to happen because there's supposed to be a time for that to occur. So the thing is that if you want things to go your way, you have to also accept there's going to be times things don't go your way or go the way you want them to go. So therefore, the acceptance of things going your way is also the acceptance of things, quote unquote, not going your way. Do you see what I'm saying? But if you're aware, you have the perspective that everything is going your way because everything that happens is supposed to happen. You see what I'm saying? In the way that it happens. Now, you may not necessarily prefer it to happen that way. You're like, damn, I wish this would happen instead of this. I wish this wasn't happening right now. But understand that whatever is happening, it's happening because it's the time for it to happen at that point. Do you see what I'm saying? So you gotta understand it. So once you understand that, then you're not really feeling like a victim necessarily to the circumstance. You are being able to just be still in the circumstance and still be able to reflect and benefit out of whatever circumstance it is. You see what I'm saying? So that's the thing you guys got to understand is that don't let the things or the circumstances get to you. You see what I'm saying? Because all circumstances are possible and all circumstances could happen. And whatever circumstance you're in or whatever situation's going on, it's supposed to be that way regardless. You see what I'm saying?
See, Rudy, have you ever been a part of the Zoom call, the Masculine Identity Monday night Zoom call?
Yeah, I have.
Okay.
I just couldn't do it like that no more because I'd be at work every time, you know, you'd be on at 11 p.m. and stuff.
Well, a lot of guys, you can, if you have something to do, as long as you could put in your earpiece, you could turn on the Zoom and just listen. But you know, that's up to you. I don't know if you can put earbuds in at your job. You know, I know everybody's in a different situation, but I'm just saying a lot of guys do that. A lot of guys cannot actually participate, but a lot of guys they put in their headphones or something, and then they just listen. But in any case, we had a discussion about a week ago or 2 weeks ago that talked about this very topic. And the thing is that you have to understand that good and bad is a human it's sort of a human construct, so to speak. Right? Good and bad is a human, and when I say human, I mean also to say flawed. And when I say flawed, what I also mean is limited as far as understanding.
Right.
You see, Rudy, you right now you're still again, and I swear I'm gonna do a whole Zoom call on this. Probably gonna be a 2 or 3 parter. But the thing is that you have to understand the levels between your God self and your human self in reality.
Right.
When you get too bogged down with feeling positive as opposed to feeling negative, you know, feeling happy as opposed to feeling sad and all this other shit, you're really limiting your ability to fully experience something.
Right. That's
you
a
understand?
fact.
A God enjoys the good and the bad. You know, a God will taste something that tastes like shit and enjoy the fact that, ooh, this shit tastes like shit. Because he's happy with the extent of the deviation from zero.
Right.
I don't know if anybody really understanding what I'm saying.
Right. It's too deep. Keep going.
So there's zero. Like if remember back in the day, they told us about integers. So you had positive and negative numbers, right?
Right.
A God starts at 0 and is able to enjoy positive 10, and he also enjoys negative 10 and everything in between.
Right.
A God is able to enjoy a positive 1,000 and negative 1,000 and everything in between. Because a God doesn't give a fuck about negative and positive. He gives a fuck about the deviation from 0.
Because
he's happy with the fact that he's doing something.
Exactly. He's happy with the deviation, because there is also, you have positive and negative integers, but you also have absolute numbers. Absolute numbers means is that if it's positive 1,001, that means absolute number is 1,001. If it's negative 1,001, the absolute number is 1,001, because they're only counting the deviation from 0. So the deviation is the experience. The deviation is the sauce. A lot of as human beings, we get caught up asking the question, well, am I sad or happy about this deviation? When a God says, a God is like, I am always happy because it's all about the deviation, period. Because I'm
That's what, and see, this goes to what we tell y'all motherfuckers when y'all worried about, getting rejected, and what if she gonna think this and this and that. So y'all are afraid of the rejection because you don't embrace the rejection as part of the experience. You see what I'm saying? That's the thing. So all of it is, because this is the thing. You guys gotta understand something, right? Like I remember I was and I remember this vividly too. I was getting like I was at the dentist and they were doing something with my teeth, and they didn't have the Novocaine on this shit at the time, because they was like, if it hurts, let us know, put it on. I was like, nah, fuck it, just do it. So they was doing it and I was feeling a little bit of pain, but I said to myself, I said, I was like, how about I just feel the pain and like feel it, like let me just feel it for a second. You feel what I'm saying? And see if I can take it. You feel what I mean? So then what happened is that even though it was painful, I went from being afraid of the pain to just stepping back and looking at the pain and experiencing the pain. You understand what I'm saying? What we're saying is that when you are aware, you're able to step back and look at all things. That's what we're trying to get you guys to understand. So it's not about you being afraid of this. It's about, let me see this, experience it, look at it, and then just see it for what it is, and not having to judge it or not having to be attached to it or not having to worry about it. That's what we're trying to get you guys to understand. You see. So you get that, Rudy?
You see, Rudy, the part that you asked us in the beginning, the part that you told us about in the beginning of you having to make a change at the halftime.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. And I'm glad you had that experience to teach you that, yes, when you act negatively, you have negative outcome. And when you readjust your perspective to see things in a positive light, you have much better outcomes. That's great. But imagine if you were able to tap into your God understanding, and no matter what happens, you were positive about it.
Right.
Like, do you see how limited you are when you allow negativity to make you think and feel negative? When, like I said, when your God understanding tells you that no matter what happens, negative or positive, you're there for the experience and you enjoy it regardless.
Right.
So if you are there for the experience and you enjoy it regardless, no matter what happens, think about how much more full you can enjoy the experience of life than the average person. Because the average person is going to only enjoy life when good things are happening. But the person with the God understanding is going to enjoy life regardless of what was happening.
That's a fact. That's real shit.
So what do you do to make sure to get to that point where?
Well, there's this website, right? There's this website called masculineidentitymembership.com. And I want to tell you, That's the only way for you to get to that understanding. And you got to join them Zoom calls, man.
Mm-hmm.
You got to join them Zoom calls at night. You got to figure out a way to hide that earbud in your ear so your boss can't see.
Or get coaching. You know,
or holler at me and get coaching. We could definitely have a talk about that. I've had a majority of my consultation calls have been about existential conversations just like this. This is one cat in particular, bro. The way that we talk, niggas be opening up black holes in the world. Like you feel this energy while you talking of just opening up brand new dimensions of understanding.
I'm telling you, I don't understand how deep the game is. You see what I'm saying?
It really gets deep.
Crazy. This shit is crazy.
It really gets deep.
That shit crazy.
I ain't gonna lie.
I'm telling you, man. Because Rudy, you're still on Earth. You're still stuck in the matrix. You're still stuck in the limited reality of your own humanity. Talking about, oh well, how do I feel? I feel sad, and sometimes I feel good. And how do I maintain positivity? You can only maintain true positivity when you elevate to the God understanding. When you realize that you are literally an instrument of creation.
And it's crazy. A lot of you guys don't even realize that you're, how Andrew Tate says you're stuck in the matrix or whatever, right? It's not like it's really a lot of you guys are stuck in the material world. Meaning, like, for example, even on the internet, we talk about, oh, what is she on a scale of 1 to 10? And what are you on the scale? Like, all of that bullshit is bullshit, because this is the thing. When you're talking about what are you on the scale of 1 to 10, what you're essentially saying is who am I in the rating system that all of society has told me I need to fit into, versus who am I based on my own understanding. And when you have the understanding of who you are, you can't be in no 1 to 10 rating. You understand what I'm saying? It's like you can't like, what the fuck? Like you limited me to a 1 to 10 rating, and based on the comparison of me to the other person when I am the other person. You see what I'm saying? But that's a little too far for y'all to get to understand. But this is what we're trying to tell y'all, is that when you're thinking on a surface level, that means that everything that you're doing is based on that. So you're still stuck every time. That's why you keep that. Because Rudy, notice this. Everything you just said at the beginning of your call is what most guys wish they could be doing. You're like, man, I went to the spot. I've been talking to these chicks. I got shit popping. I'm making out with these girls, blah, blah, blah. But then still, you are still sort of like wondering, like, how do you get over the negative? You see what I'm saying? Like, you're still stuck in the situation. You see what I'm saying? And this is the thing. We're not even saying, this is the crazy part about it. We're not even saying that once you understand this, you're not going to feel those same feelings. It's still going to happen, because shout out to my mentor, Anthony DeMello. He said that there was the spiritual teacher that said, before I was enlightened, I was depressed. And then he said, after I got enlightened, I continued to be depressed. And what that basically means is the depression's not going to go away. Your relationship to depression changes. You see what I'm saying? Your view on depression changes. Your reality of what it means to be depressed changes. So a lot of times when you guys are depressed, you actually think depression is you and you're going through this crazy turmoil. Right? When you have awareness, you can acknowledge, damn, I'm feeling kind of depressed, I'm feeling kind of down or whatever, and you just sit with it and then let it pass. You know what I'm saying? Right. Versus like killing yourself mentally and emotionally because of it. So that's the difference. You see what I'm saying?
So what you're saying is, like, it's normal to, like, feel those feelings, like you said, of depression and sometimes stuff like that. It's just about how you deal with it and how you acknowledge it.
Right. How you react to it. That's basically what it is.
But let me ask you, Rudy, do you think you could ever be grateful for feeling down or sad or depressed?
Yeah, because usually it's within those moments that I learn the biggest lessons and stuff.
There you go. Okay. Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. So you have a pathway. You have your third eye is squinting. You do have what it takes. You just have to free your mind of the ego of good and bad, sad and happy, shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
No, because I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Like when I hear you guys and all of y'all in the Real Game No Theory show talk about loving yourself, all that other stuff. In my head, I'm thinking that means you're supposed to feel good and be happy all the time, like 24/7. 365 days a year. So in my head, I'm thinking that if you feel and getting some feelings of, let's say, a little bit of sadness, then that means that there's something wrong, that you shouldn't have those type of feelings if you're a man that truly loves himself.
No. You have to you have to get to the understanding that the fact that you're feeling something means you're alive, and that's what you need to be grateful for.
Right.
You understand? Like don't let the feeling fuck you up. It's the fact that that you have the ability to feel is what you should be grateful for.
Right.
See, you're stuck on the actual feeling. No, nigga, be stuck on the opportunity to feel, and you'll be much better off.
Right. And also you got to understand this is right. And this is the thing that people got to understand. People think, or people, when they say pursuing happiness and all that bullshit. See, people think happiness is a thing that, like, I say this, happiness is your natural state. You could even, and this is why it's hard to even describe happiness, because you can't really in words, but you understand, like if we were to try to, happiness is the natural state. It's like having peace, right? Or think about happiness as like an empty room, right? And then I put some boxes in this room. Now the box that I put, this first box I put in the room is sadness. This other box I put in the room is jealousy. This other box I put in the room is excitement. This other box I put in the room is whatever. Now, once I take all these boxes out of the room, you understand what I'm saying? All of that shit just goes and comes and goes and comes. But the room within itself stays happy. Like regardless of if there's sadness, the box of excitement, the box of doubt, right? You can still be happy in your sadness. That's the thing that you guys don't understand. You could be happy in your doubts, but that comes from being aware. Do you understand what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is a lot of you guys, what happens is that you are clinging and thinking your quote unquote identity is the sadness. You understand what I'm saying? And that's where y'all fuck up. Think about sadness as the clouds and you're the sky. You understand what I'm saying? Your happiness is the sky, the sadness is the cloud. The clouds is gonna go past. That's how it works. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly. And shout out, shout out to Coach Johnny, because he also sent in 4 free calls. Shout out to Coach Johnny.
Appreciate you, fam.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, Coach.
I appreciate y'all, man. I just really opened my eyes to some whole other shit. Like, God
exactly.
I have to listen to this, what y'all told me over and over again.
Yes, sir. Play this back. Play this. Yeah, get this on the playback. And that book I keep telling you guys about, Conversations with God, man. Look, if you read it,
wait, what's it called? What's it called, Miles?
Conversations with God by Donald Neil Walsh, I think.
You get our audiobook. The audiobook is on YouTube for free. So you can.
Yeah, the audiobook is on YouTube for free. But I've been telling y'all about this book.
And it's by who you said? Donald Walsh?
Donald Walsh. Neil Donald Walsh.
Right.
Okay, Neil Donald Walsh. I'm gonna add that to my list.
Yeah, I've been telling you guys about this book, but I don't know if half of y'all be taking me seriously or not. But you want to get into God understanding, you read that book.
Mm-hmm.
Read that book, okay, and you start to realize, oh shit, like I'm literally a vessel in the matrix, and there's a different level of understanding that I never even tapped into, because I'm so worried about how I feel as a fucking human being.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You don't understand that. You don't understand that God has given us feelings to give us a perspective of what it is to experience life, but you can't get stuck in the feelings.
Mm-hmm.
You can't get stuck in the feelings, because it's the fact that you've been given the opportunity to feel that is the part that you should focus on.
Right. You got to think about life like a movie. When you watch a movie, you feel all the feelings watching the movie. You're like, oh, this shit is crazy. It's exciting. It's scary. That's the point of, because if you was watching a movie and then that happened, you'd be like, what is this? What is this shit?
You'd be bored.
Or you'll feel feelings of sadness when some crazy shit happens, or when somebody gets killed or something like that. It'll be like, damn, that's fucked up.
Right. And that's supposed to be there.
Right. And Miles, you talk about feelings and stuff. That's why you said in the past and stuff. I heard you say this in the past, that motivation is a lie. Like motivation is a feeling, that consistency consistency is everything.
Yeah.
Like consistency is an everyday thing, no matter how you feel, whether you're feeling sad or depressed.
Exactly.
Consistency is something you can lean on. Motivation, that shit comes and goes.
Exactly.
Like the wind.
Exactly. Motivation again, motivation has to do with how you feel.
Mm-hmm.
That's why motherfuckers is doing the guys is people at the beginning of the year. Everybody's in the fucking gym. Planet Fitness is a goddamn house party. in January, February. By March, all of them motherfuckers is sleeping in at home.
Exactly.
And then it's back to the same, 10 to 50 motherfuckers you usually see at the gym.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because those people was fucking with motivation. But the people that you see in the gym are messing with consistency because they don't care how they feel.
Exactly.
They know that they're here because when you're consistent, you start to appreciate the fact that you have an opportunity to exercise.
Mm-hmm.
You look at the fact, you like, oh shit, my legs and my arms work. It's time for me to get to the gym. But the person that's looking for motivation is like, well, how do I feel today?
Mm-hmm.
Do I feel motivated? Should I go to the gym? No, I'm not feeling it. I'm going to go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
But a person about consistency is like, well, I worked out yesterday. I woke up this morning. My legs and my arms work. Let me take my ass to the gym. My heart.
Miles, you talk about consistency with the gym is also with the dating game too. Because shout out to you, Lucario. You always say in order to be successful in this dating game, you have to be consistent. Like it's easy to be consistent within the first 2 days of back end or after you finish getting your dick sucked. Oh yeah, everyone's motivated to go back and then. But what happens when you go out one day and let's say you talk to 30 to 50 girls and all of them ain't worth shit? Are you gonna be consistent the next day, the next day? That's really why some guys are great at this when it comes to women and some guys are not, because the consistency to want to deal with all of that every single day, it takes a different type of mental strength. And I'm now learning that.
Right.
That's facts.
Sure. But yeah, man, Rudy, we appreciate the call. It was a great call. Hit the playback, man, because we talked a lot of great ideas on that call.
I'm saving this to my playlist.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This shit every day.
I appreciate you, brother. Happy Memorial Day. And like I said, if you can stick that earpiece in your ear while you at work, 11 p.m. Monday night, so you could get on the Zoom call, man. Please do it, because we rocking and rolling. And right now, with the 99 cents sale, a lot of guys is coming on, and we got a lot more. There's a lot more value because there's a lot more guys in there, sharing their opinions and things like that. So I encourage everybody, get on the membership, 99 cents for the first month. You'll be a part of the Zoom calls. You'll get the email with the link in it, and you can join the Zoom calls 11 p.m. Monday night. And we have one tonight, guys. So make sure you join the membership and come through.
For sure. I could definitely sneak that shit in at work.
All right, nigga, don't get fired and blame it on me, nigga. But I'm just saying, try.
I won't get fired for that shit.
All right, appreciate you, bro.
All right, good looking, bro.
All right, take it easy. All right, guys, we got 4 free calls. Shout out to Coach Johnny. He sent in 4 free calls. So, guys, we got 4 free calls. Go ahead and call in 844-672-7300. And Lucario, did we have a topic? I'm not even sure anymore.
We didn't get a topic yet. So the topic is a woman being a challenge is not a good thing right now. I want to show this comment that this guy wrote, and this is going to explain why it's not a good thing, because it's going to show you that women who are a challenge essentially just means a woman who's not really that into you. You understand what I'm saying? But let's see what this guy says real quick. So he says, look, half of women are really into looks, no denying that. But the other half, not so much. For them, it's all about how you carry yourself, personality, confidence, mouthpiece, and how you stimulate them mentally. Well, first, let me say this. All women are into how you look because how you look to them is important to them. Meaning that they're into looks, but they're not into a particular look. That's the part that you guys don't understand. So a lot of times when guys say, oh, all women just care about looks. Yes, they do care about looks, but they care about the looks they care about. You feel what I'm saying? And because that's the case, that means any guy can be the guy she cares about based on the looks. But I just wanted to get you guys to understand that. But so he says, from my experience, women with sky high interests right off the bat are usually driven by lust. Absolutely, which is what they should be driven by. But anyway, let's continue. He says a lot of them are just in their ovulation phase and want to hook up. Now hold on, let me hit it with the button real quick. See, your language exposes you. A woman lusting you is not just because she's in her ovulation phase. Women can lust you when they're not in that phase. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's cut the bullshit. And see, saying stuff like that makes you think or believe that women don't really lust you, and that's the only reason they would lust you. But anyway, it says, I've slept with over 100 women on the first night. I'm not guessing here. I know what that kind of interest looks like. They don't resist. It's full cooperation, but let's be real. Most of it is fueled by pure attraction and not depth. Now, see, that's the point where he's wrong already on this part. We still got some more that he's going to say. But what happens is that he said is most is fueled by pure attraction and not depth. What you guys got to understand is that sexual attraction is the depth. You understand what I'm saying? That is depth. That's not something surface level. You understand what I'm saying? Now, what you could say is surface level is a woman that sees a guy across the room and says, oh, he's handsome. That's surface level, because we haven't gotten to the depths of seeing if there's compatibility there, chemistry there, if there's going to actually be some sort of sexual attraction, right? So now he says, now here's the twist. It's the women who weren't initially obsessed with my looks. Those are the ones who stuck around. They took time to open up, and that made the connection stronger. Some of them didn't sleep with me on the first night, but ended up falling harder later. Even now, they leave their husbands in a heartbeat if I wanted something serious. Now, let me stop it right there real quick. So a lot of guys make this assumption, based on limited experience dealing with women. Because he says, oh, I slept with 100 women and all this other stuff, right? But what I noticed is at the top, he says it's the women who weren't initially obsessed with my looks. So he thinks that any woman that he assumed or perceived as obsessed with him, they were obsessed with him because of looks. Let me explain something to you guys. A woman is not going to be obsessed with you because of your looks. I'm gonna say that again. All you black pillars, hear me. A woman is not going to be obsessed with you because of your looks. You know why? Because what happens is that when a woman encounters you, right, she's not just standing there looking at you for 6 hours. She's not just standing there looking at your eyes and your mouth and your pecs or whatever the fuck it is and just chilling there looking at you like you're a statue. When a woman interacts with you, she's actually interacting with you by talking to you, by doing things with you, by having sex with you, all these other things. So if she's obsessed with you, it's not her being obsessed with your looks, because if she was obsessed with your looks, she could just take a picture of you, frame that motherfucker, and put it on her wall. Right. So what the fuck does she need to be? You see what I'm saying? So these dudes, this is what I'm saying, where this guy, he sounds like either he's lying in this comment or he doesn't understand what's going on. But let's go back to the comment, right? So he says, so yeah, I get bored when it's too easy. I like a little challenge, not too much, but just enough to keep it interesting. You can raise moderate interest with the right game. If you only go after the women with super high interest, then you'll get fast results, but you might miss out on a lot of good women. But hey, what do I know? Y'all are the dating experts. You see how he tried to throw a little sass and shade in there? See, he said, right. He mad sassy and shit, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yes. It's like, well, you guys are experts.
I don't know anything. I'm not an expert like you guys.
Let me show you where he fucked up at, right? So he says, I get bored when it's too easy. I like a little challenge, right? Now, this is where guys fuck up. See, you don't like a challenge. You're trying to rationalize chasing women. That's what that is. You understand what I'm saying? Check this out. Shout out to Rudy. He just called up. You know what was a challenge for Rudy? A challenge for Rudy, and this is what happens with guys who have game. An actual challenge is when when you're consistently trying to master self. When you're trying to master yourself. That's what Rudy was thinking when he was asking us the question like, hey, how do I deal with, negative and positive and this and that? How do I deal with this shit, right? That's what a guy with game does. That's the challenge for a man. When you want a woman to be a challenge, that means that you are looking for validation through women. Let's take the call. We're going to go into it.
All right, we got 491. 491, you were on live with Lakari and Miles. Name, age, city. And are you taking a free call or are you supporting?
Hi, I'm Jake. I'm taking a free call. I'm 26. I'm from Germany.
All right, great,
And
Jake. How you
I
doing?
have a question.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm doing great, man. So it's about what the caller said in the last call and what you guys also said, because I had something that was really bugging me out. And you talked about being grateful of feeling something. And I wasn't really thinking about like that. Would you like to know why I'm saying it, or is it too much?
Wait, what?
What's your question?
It's like you so I had a situation last Saturday, and I was really confused of why. But you guys said being grateful for feeling things. It's like a great thing, and I wanted to tell you about the situation, if it's all right.
Are you calling in on a free call? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you call in a free call, you got to ask a question. If you want to tell a story,
Yeah, ask a question, bro. What's the question?
Okay. So, okay, somebody wait to act like this. So, yeah, I have the answer already. So it's all right. Just thank you for everything. Thank you, guys.
Oh my goodness, he just wasted a free calling.
No, the thing is, Mr. Ligari always says the truth is inside you, because I know the answer of the question I'm about to ask. I just wanted clarity, but yeah, it's all right.
Okay, you're already here. Ask the question. What's the question?
Ask the question and then answer it. Let's see if you're right. Go ahead.
Right. Ask the question. What's the question?
So it's like, okay, I was begging about the girl I met on Saturday in the club, because we were really close on Saturday in the club, kissing, touching each other. I wanted to take her home, and she was like, "No, I'm with my friend." But in my mind, I was like, "Yeah, she's not interested in me." That's the thing, because I've been doing this all the time, and everything was going fine. I'm not complaining, but with her, it was like, "Wait, do you want me? Do you not want me?" I'm like, I know she didn't want me because we didn't do anything. But at the same time, I was thinking about it, which makes no sense. Because I know energy likes you or she doesn't like you.
Caller. You rambling on. So you thought you was questioning whether a woman was interested in you because she didn't want to leave the club with you because she was with her friends?
Yeah.
Are you on the Bad Boy membership?
I am.
Have you listened to the program, The Art of Approaching Groups of Women?
I did, and I even spoke with her friends who assured me that she liked me too. That I was her type. I was like, what's happening then?
Okay, so the girl was with her friend, right? And you what happened? You told her, hey, let's get out of here. And she said, I can't leave because I'm with my friends.
Exactly. I even gave her my phone number to call me, because she wasn't from town and she was leaving the next day. I was like, okay.
Okay, so then you gave her your number and told you for her to call you later, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and what happened?
Nothing. I even met her after I left the club. We still kissed each other, but she didn't want to do anything. I was like, yo.
Yeah, but you said she was leaving the next day, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so why are you still thinking about her?
Yeah, so what's the issue? What's the problem?
That's the problem. I don't know why, because I have been having a lot of dates. I have a date tonight and tomorrow with different girls, but all this time I never felt nothing. I was just like enjoying the time.
Oh, so this girl was your soulmate?
Nah, I was just pussy whipped, bro.
No, wait. In order to be pussy whipped, you have to have sex with the girl. You did not have sex with the girl. So what are we talking about?
Exactly, that's the worst.
Okay. Stop. How the you see, guys? Is anyone else listening to a man call himself pussy whipped when he didn't even smell the pussy? Is anyone listening?
That's crazy.
So, fucking pussy whipped when you never touched the pussy.
So wait, what's so special about this girl? She was bad, wasn't she?
Nah, bro. She was my physical type, right? But that's not the thing, because I've been dating beautiful women. That's why. But that's what's bugging me up right now. Because like, why her?
Oh, because she's the one that got away, or she's the one that left the next day?
Yeah.
So
Oh,
what
I
is
did want.
he's in his ego. He felt some type of way because she didn't call him.
why do you hate yourself, young man? Shout out to Steve.
Nah, I do love myself, bro. I tell myself every day. I tell myself every
But caller. Let me ask you a question. Hold on. Why do you care? It's not like you really care that she didn't call you.
I don't know why I care, honestly. But I know that she wasn't interested.
You say you know what?
Nothing happened.
You say you know what?
Like I know that she wasn't interested. I don't know why I'm still caring
Okay, so
about.
that's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is this is what I'm saying. So what I'm saying, okay, so if you know she wasn't interested because she didn't hit you back and try to see you, then what's the problem? So is this the first time ever in your life that a woman has never responded to you to hitting you up, or is this the first time it's ever happened to you?
No, that's what's even fucked up.
This nigga's wild.
I guess I might be in my ego, right? Maybe.
You are. That's what I'm saying. Like you just feel some type of way because you wanted a girl to hit you up. She didn't hit you up, and you probably thought she was really hot, and you were probably thinking about hooking up with her, and none of that happened. And then so now you feel like, what's wrong with me? Maybe those doubts and thoughts that I had about myself are true. Maybe all the things I thought about myself that suck are really real because she's responding this way, and now I'm thinking that it might be real. You see what I'm saying? That's what's going on in your head.
Yo, caller, you got to be careful. You the type of cat that could get seriously manipulated and influenced out here. All a woman got to do is stroke your ego, and you'll be susceptible to her agenda.
Basically,
you got to be careful with that, bro.
Exactly, I was thinking the same thing, but it's kind of weird because I'm the guy who, I have everything. Like, if I set my mind on something, I'm gonna make it happen. Maybe I think that's my ego. I think it's my ego. That's why.
No. Listen. You are not what you say you are. You see, when people say shit like, when I set my mind to something, I'm gonna make it happen. See, what you're saying is that when I say out loud and other people hear me set a goal, I have to achieve it to prove myself to them. That's what you're saying. So that's ego. A person who really has goals, they don't have to say shit. They just get up and work and grind towards their goals with consistency and focus. And nobody don't got to know nothing.
Right.
You the type of nigga that got to talk about it. So you probably because you followed the rules in the Bad Boy membership about approaching a group of girls, and you put in the work to talk to her friends, and then you were successful enough to get around to talking to her and making out with her. Your ego is telling you, well, by all accounts, and based on the theory and based on what people think and say and the validation of the situation, I should have been fucking this bitch. And the fact that I'm not fucking this bitch is making me angry and frustrated because my ego is not satisfied. That's what's going on. Mm-hmm. That's why she's still on your mind, bro.
Yeah, you're right. You guys are genius. Fact. Thanks.
Guys, I really need to do that video on a God understanding. I really got to do that shit.
That's a fact, man. Shout out to K Zag, and he said he needs to understand that women do not perceive him as he perceives himself. So that's where you're at, caller. Because this is the thing. You know what you did? The fatal mistake that most of you guys do. You've made the woman the goal. You understand? This it's all that pickup artist shit. Like, that's the target, and that I gotta get like. So what happens is that what you guys do is, like you said, when I want to get something done, I achieve it. So what was the thing you were supposed to achieve, caller?
I wanted to smash her.
Right. So, but this is what I'm saying. You see, this is the problem. This is the problem. See,
I wanted to smash. I wish I had my button. I want to have intercourse.
Right. Caller. The problem, and I want all you guys to listen. Right. See, what happens is when you are focusing on the woman, you're not focusing on yourself. You can. That's what focus means. That you are honing in on something and excluding other things at the moment, right? So you're focused on this. So if you're focusing on her, then that means you can't focus on who? You.
You see what I'm saying? And this is why we tell you guys the game is about you. You have to focus on you, and so therefore you will get what you want. Now check this out. If you are focusing on that woman, that one woman, you're missing the entire point, because it shouldn't be about, oh, I'm trying to smash her. It should be about, I'm a guy who's sexually attracted to women. So there's an abundance of women on earth. This is why there's an abundance of women. Because when you have the idea that I want to interact with women, it doesn't matter which woman I am interacting with, because there are women here for me. You understand what I'm saying? But then what happens is when you start honing in on that, you're dealing with ego. You're like, I have to get her. And if I don't get her, then I'm going to feel some type of way. Because I guarantee you there were other women at the place you were at. Yes?
Yeah,
Right,
they were.
Cole?
They also wanted to match me that night. Focus on the house.
Exactly. So why the fuck were you putting all your eggs in this one basket?
Because the basket was shiny. But caller, are you on any of the memberships?
He said he on a bad boy membership. I don't believe him.
And I used to be on the masculine identity actually before
Okay.
I went on the bad boy membership.
Okay, well, masculine identity is back on sale for 99 cents for the first month. So maybe you should join. Get on the Zoom call. All right.
And also a lot of you guys, you got to understand this. Y'all need to get coaching. I'm gonna be real. A lot of you guys, y'all actually need coaching. Like y'all need one-on-one coaching with us so that we actually deal with your specific situation. You see what I'm saying?
Caller, are you French or Haitian or what? Or Creole?
I do. You're right. I speak French. Yeah.
You speak French, but where's you from? Where you from? Where your family from?
I'm from Cameroon.
Cameroon.
Africa,
Okay.
Cologne.
Yeah, man. Come on, man. You got to do better than that, man. Are you like a dark skinned fella?
I'm
brown skin, like light skin.
You're light
skin. Yeah.
Oh man, even better. So you're light skinned.
I said even better.
You're light skinned with a French accent from Africa. Come on,
Bro,
son.
guess what? It gets even better. It gets better. I'm like 6'3"
and you're 6'3" with muscles and everything.
Man. Caller, stop. No, you can't. But this is impossible because the black pill says that chicks should be beating down your door for you existing. I don't understand. This is
see, no homo, right? But the reason why I bring all that up is, excuse me, I'm supposed to say pause because
right.
The other thing is too anti-inclusive. Excuse me, DEI people. Anyway, guys, caller, I want you to understand something. The reason why I talked about this stuff is because I need you to, since you're still stuck in ego, then why not focus on the things that you got going for you?
Right.
And again, realize that you are more. If your ego is that big, how come you didn't realize that you're more important than that one bitch?
Right.
Because you sound the way that you have diarrhea of the mouth trying to explain your point like it's the most important thing in the world. I know you got a huge fucking ego. I know it.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you're one of these dudes that thinks he's like super good looking, and you probably believe in all of the narratives of, well, I'm tall and I'm this and I'm that. And I can speak French. I can speak French fluently, and I can make the girls scream just from talking about it. Yes, croissant and the à la du maison and all of that bullshit, right? You one of them niggas, right? If you really one of them niggas, how the fuck did you get stuck on this one girl? How?
Can I give you some cigarettes first, guys? Because I started watching you, I would say 3 years ago. I was a virgin, right? But my body counts are 20 right now. I'm not trying to be going extremely high, but I'm satisfied. I didn't have confidence in nothing, but thanks to you guys, now I get things that I want. So
Wait. So the receipt, here go to a receipt. So you started watching us, you were a virgin. Now your body count is in the 20s.
Yeah.
Wow, that's great.
You see what I'm saying?
Well, shit. Listen, I want to be clear. It's not great that he has a body count of 20. It's great because he started watching us, listening to us, and started to focus on what he wanted and actually got it. That's why it's great.
Wait. So, caller, how old are you?
I'm 26, man.
26? When did you first have sex? At what age?
When I was 20.
I was 23, fam.
23.
You said 23?
Yeah, 23.
Yeah.
23.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is, hold on. So what you're saying is that your looks and all that didn't really help until you actually learned game. Is that what you're saying?
Pretty much, man.
Guys, the game is undefeated. That's what we try to tell y'all.
The game is undefeated because I'm sure at 23. So imagine he's the cat that's getting more pussy now, and imagine he was 3 years younger when he was still a virgin.
Mm-hmm.
So he was so pretty much, again, no pause and all that, but he was 3 years hotter.
Mm-hmm. Right.
he couldn't get no pussy until he started listening to us, and now he's getting all. He's getting so much pussy that he has the luxury of getting stuck on one chick that don't even live in his country.
Right, because he's been getting so much pussy, he felt entitled. This is what happens. Niggas feel entitled, like, how dare her not fuck me? I'm telling you, listen, because I know that because I was that nigga. I was super entitled, like, nigga, I'm me. How the fuck she ain't gonna fuck me? What the
Hey, listen, and you might have to do a bad boy membership program about don't let the game give you false ego or false like delusions of grandeur, because a lot of y'all cats, y'all start listening to us and some of y'all get like, you get a windfall of female attention, pussy, and all this other shit, and then you start to like let that shit get to your head, like, yo, I got the game now, and da-da-da-da. And now you start to get entitled to pussy. So you talk to a woman and she shuts you down, and you start thinking, who is this bitch? And why did she turn me down? And I have to get her. I have to get her no matter what. And then,
you start feeling some type of way and shit.
you start feeling some type of way, bro. So sometimes the game works too good, and y'all niggas be in y'all fucking feelings. But call, I'm gonna let you go because we got another call coming in, man. Appreciate you for calling in. It was a great call. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
All right. So we got 216. You were on live with Lakari and Miles. Name, age, city. Are you supporting or taking a free call? 216. 216.
216.
Sometimes when I try to answer a call while I'm on another call,
you fucking up.
Yeah, something's wrong. It's weird.
So 216. Call back. And we'll
okay.
get.
So we got 325. 325. Can you hear us? 32.
Hello.
32.
I hope this is the right number.
Okay, nah. So we got 216. 216.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Great.
Okay,
So
better,
wait.
yeah.
Let's do it right. Hold on.
Yo, this Fetty.
All right, name, age, city. How old are you?
Hello.
Yeah, how old are you? Hello.
Yo.
Yes. How old are you, sir? Yeah, maybe his connection was bad. 216. Go ahead and call back. All right, here he is. All right, 216. Can you hear us?
Yo, this Fetty. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Can you
Fetty,
hear us?
Fetty, what's going on, Fetty? What's going on, man? Fetty in the building, man.
What up, gang? How y'all doing, man?
Hey, just for the record, how old are you again?
I'm 29.
29. Okay. Are you? We got some music, or are you calling in for a question?
Yeah.
On?
I just sent it to Lucario PayPal.
Oh yes,
we saw it.
All right. What's the name of the joint?
Yeah. I'm gonna play today. I'm gonna play. If you can play Relentless for me.
Now, is it under CLE Fetty or one of your other names?
Yeah. CLE Fetty is under CLE Fetty.
Okay, cool. Relentless. All right, let me see if I can find it. Okay, it comes right up. Is that the one where the dude is standing in the street talking to the baddie?
Yes, sir.
All righty, perfect. All right. How you been though, man? What's going on with you, brother?
Yeah.
Well, I'm straight, man. Just, you feel me? Just enjoying this Memorial Day, man. How y'all doing? Y'all good?
Chilling, man. Chilling. Memorial Day weekend is in effect, man. Enjoying the time, the beautiful
Memorial Day
weather.
weekend.
Yes, sir. But guys, can you see that, Lucario?
Yeah, I can see that.
All right, perfect. So, guys, we got CLE Fetty in the building. Yes, sir. With his new joint, Relentless. Let's get it, man.
Get to the bag, right? Get to the bag. Yeah. Ay, I've been peeping shit, I can't even act the same. I can't be played with, I got too much left for the game. I'd rather have the money, nigga, you can keep the fame. I've been so damn high, I'm elevating like a plane. If you down bad, don't think it will last. If you ever step me in the bag, your ass left in the past. Smoking on the indica, that shit some gas. Everything you drop, boy, man, that shit so trash. I can't fuck with you if ain't nothing real about you. I'm so authentic, I can't be next to a counterfeit. Been on my shit, I can't be focused on the next man. Take this shit to the max, ain't no relaxing. I sleep when I did. Till then I'ma watch it stay, count and make it back. Yeah, nigga, I been on that. My life is too important. I seen a lot of niggas die. Yeah, nigga die before 25. I can't fuck with you if you lie. Baby, leave, nigga, I'm that fucking guy. I ain't worried about no nigga, cause I stay high. Yeah, I been up on my bag and ain't know why. I been peeping shit, I can't even act the same. I can't be played with, I got too much left for the game. I'd rather have the money, nigga, you can keep the fame. I been so that high, elevating like a plane. If you down bad, don't think it will last. If you ever step me in bag, your ass left in the past. Smoking on that indica, that shit some gas. Everything you drop, boy, that shit so trash. Hey, I'm so locked in with myself. Can't shit hurt me but being broke. I can't be around no clown shit. I'm not gonna be taking a joke. When she see you stand on business, yeah, that pussy gon' say so. I had to cut a lot of niggas off, cause they ain't on what I'm on. High as 5, we all in the trap. Only one nigga got motion. That's why I just book by myself, cause how these niggas fuck with 12. I can't let you get that close. I don't know if you gon' tell. I can't do bad by my lonesome, cause I ain't gon' switch on myself. Yeah, I can't save a hoe, I learned that in the past. Always number one, ain't no coming in last. Every day I wake up, I think about the cash. I've been peeping shit, I can't even act the same. I can't be played with, I got too much left for the game. I'd rather have the money, nigga, you can keep the fame. I've been so damn high, I'm elevating like a plane. If you down bad, don't think it will last. If you ever step me in the bag, your ass left in the past. Smoking on the indica, that shit some gas. Everything you drop, boy, man, that shit so trash.
Building. The flow is crazy, man. The beat in the flow is crazy, man. Yeah.
It's smooth.
Yeah, that shit is smooth as fuck, man. We appreciate that shit.
Appreciate you, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I dropped a little EP too on Lost Tape, man. I don't know if you can, but if you can preview that first song.
Yeah, hold on.
Get it popping.
Let me see.
Appreciate you.
Hold on. You said oh no, let me just go to Fetty Ski. I could go to the Fetty Ski channel?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, let me go over there and then let me do what? Is it videos or playlists or
Go
what?
to videos. Yeah,
all right.
Or actually, yeah, go to playlist.
Go to playlist. All right, playlist. All right. And then Lost Tapes. Okay. All right, let's see what we got going up in here. Yo, the beat you picking is dope. I ain't gonna follow you.
The Lost Tapes. Okay. In my lane, no, he ain't the same. Yeah, I'm really popping. I can't never worry about it. Yeah, I've been a goblin, Papa Bean.
All right, I'm gonna do All Eyes on You. Yo, these beats are crazy. You picking?
Can they hear me in the back? It's that shit they probably never heard before, you feel me? All eyes on you. Hey. All eyes on you, baby girl. I know you just wanna own the world.
Yo, that beat crazy right there, man.
No.
All right. You hit this one. Keep it moving.
Yeah.
Yo, all of these are fire, man.
That's a fact. Y'all niggas need to check that shit out.
Y'all got free time. Check that out for me, man. I just dropped it. Got a couple bangers on there, man.
I'm with it. I'm with it, man.
Oh,
Damn,
Sky, this is fire.
Let me see, because I'm trying to put the other joint on the Relentless. Let me hit this. I need to put the other joint on the playlist real quick. All right, here we go. Save to playlist. We got Me the Money's playlist. Yes, sir. All right, boom. Appreciate you, man. Fetty, CLE Fetty in the building.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Make sure you got subscribed. CLE Fetty in the building. Yes, sir.
And also, he got
man.
Cowboy Fetty. You got Cowboy Fetty, man. Look, he was doing the Cowboy Fetty before Beyonce came out with the Cowboy Carter. You feel me? So I love my man
Hey,
Fetty,
where you
man.
think she got it from?
Exactly. She got it.
She was inspired.
Yo, real talk. Real talk, man. My man Cowboy Fetty is all over the he's on the Media Money's playlist as well with I Care. You know what I'm saying? That shit is fire, man.
That's
Fact.
Music video coming soon. That's a fact.
Okay, that's what's up, man. Yeah, man. Look, black folk is getting into
y'all
country
enjoy the
music
rest
too.
of y'all Memorial, man. Y'all have a good one.
Hey, appreciate you too, brother, man. Thanks for calling in. Thanks for giving us some heat. And I'm gonna get it right. We're gonna definitely play that on the joint on the beginning of the next show, on the intro of the next show. All right, bro?
All right, salute. Appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, brother. All right. Man, I gotta go listen to that Lost Tapes joint. The beats on that crazy. Yeah. But guys, call in. We still got 3 free calls left, guys. Go ahead and call in 844-672-7300. I don't know if you want to get back to the comment with the
Yeah, let's get back to that real quick. And guys, call in. We got like 25 minutes left, so make sure that you guys get this cracking. So I want to go back to the last part of the comment where he says I get bored when it's too easy, right? And that's an interesting comment right there. I get bored when it's too easy, right? Now, this is the thing. What happens is that when you're a man who understands himself and your game is tight, you actually really don't get bored because you're always consumed with yourself. You understand what I'm saying? Like a lot of times boredom happens because you're looking for outside things to entertain you. You see what I'm saying? But when you are, focusing on yourself, right? You're constantly preoccupied with you. You see what I'm saying? And so again, because he's focusing on the outside, he's looking for a challenge through dealing with the woman.
Right.
You understand? And see, the thing is, a woman's not supposed to be a challenge because the woman is supposed to be the extension of you, which means she's supposed to reflect you, right? So if she's a challenge, that's essentially saying that you are not right within yourself. You understand what I'm saying? Like you're still trying to figure yourself out, which is why you're trying to get her to co-sign you. You see what I'm saying? That's what validation is. If you're trying to get someone to tell you who you are, when you know who you are, you're not looking for validation. You see what I'm saying? A lot of times guys who want the challenge comes from them trying to get the validation. You see what I'm saying? So that they can feel something or they can feel a certain type of way. This is what you guys got to understand. So the thing is that what you're looking for is cooperation, because this is the thing. You're not really supposed to be looking for excitement through a woman. A woman is just an addition to the excitement you already have within your own self, within your own life, within however you do things and see things. You see what I'm saying? That's what it's about. Because if you're looking for excitement and all this other stuff through the woman, then that means that the woman has the power to take that away from you. You see what I'm saying? So this is what we try to get you guys to understand. But so he says, not too much, but just enough to keep it interesting. And he says, you can raise moderate interest with the right game. Now, this is the part where this is like the hardest thing for guys to understand, because a lot of you guys grew up with this pickup artist shit. And a lot of you guys have this illusion that you can, change a woman's interests like this. That's not how it works. However, a woman first encounters you, right? This does not mean a woman just looking at you. When I say a woman actually encountering you, experiencing you, interacting with you, how that woman views you in that first interaction is how she views you now, right? How she views you later can change, but the later change takes time, not a 10-minute conversation, not knowing for the girl for a week. How she views you now is how she's going to view you for a long fucking time. You understand what I'm saying? So this idea of, oh, well, you can raise a woman's interest in a conversation. You can't. This is what happens in a conversation or interaction. A woman has high interest in you based on the interaction, or she has medium or low interest in you, and then you wear her down, and then she basically settles for you. That's how it works. So a lot of guys think that they've raised the woman's interest. No, you haven't raised her interest. She's lowered her interest, or she's lowered her standard. That's what you guys have to understand. You don't raise a woman's interest in a conversation. A woman lowers her standard in a conversation or interaction with you in order to fuck with you. This is what you guys have to understand. Now, can a woman's interest be raised? Absolutely. But check this out. Like I said earlier, or I said in another show, either you have to change or she has to change. And I'll break it down real quick. If you meet a woman and you're insecure, you don't know what to say to chicks, you're all over the place. You really think that you're raising a woman's interest in a 20-minute conversation when you're still the same fucking guy? You're still the insecure, weird dude that don't know what the fuck he's doing. So you haven't raised anything because you're still that guy. Now, let's say you meet a girl, she's kind of like, he's okay, whatever, and she has medium interest in you. And then you walk away from that girl. And then a year goes by, and then you stepped up your game, you're more confident, you started dressing better, smelling better, you went to Cunningham Elements to get your shit, you feel what I'm saying? So, right? Your mouthpiece is on point, you start to love yourself more, and then you randomly run into that girl at a party. And now all of a sudden she has high interest in you. Her interest has raised, but that's because you changed into a whole new nigga. I'm saying now, let's flip it. And let's say that she changed, but you stay the same. So let's say, for example, you try to holler at this girl. She kind of have medium to low interest in you. You know, you're the average guy. You're kind of insecure. You're just the average run-of-the-mill dude, right? This girl's not really highly interested in you, so she just uses you for attention and she fucks off and goes away, right? Then what's going to happen is she's going to get fucked and chucked by all these alpha male guys that, don't really want her. They just want her for the pussy, right? So now she says, you know what? Maybe I need a guy who's more stable. Maybe I need a guy who's going to actually really love me and all this other stuff. So now she runs back into you and you're the average guy. So now she is highly interested in you now. Why? Because you represent what she actually wants now. So she changed. So now her interest, you see what I'm saying? This is the only way that interest is raised. It's raised over time. Just like if you met a girl and let's say you don't like fat bitches and this chick is like 20, 30 pounds overweight, a conversation or interaction with her or hanging out with her for a week is not going to raise your interest, right? You has to lose the fucking weight and become a whole new woman. And then you might be like, damn, she looking kind of good, right? But look how long it takes for that to happen. This is what we got. This is what you guys got to understand. So this lie that people try to sell you of, oh man, you know what? Just tell her this pickup line, bro. And her interest is just going to change and you're going to raise her interest. That's not how shit is. The only thing that happens if a woman initially is, showing you kind of like medium interest and then all of a sudden she seems like she's warming up to you, that means that you wore her down. That's it. You see what I'm saying? This is what you guys got to do.
You said she'd lower her standards.
Right, exactly. She just lowered her standards. That's it. You feel what I'm saying? So he says, if you only go after women with super high interest, then you get fast results, but you might miss out on a lot of good women. Now that's the stupidest shit he said in the whole thing. Because it's the thing. You want a woman who the results are going to be fast. You want that. Because listen, I'm already here. I'm already the guy.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So I'm looking at, are you ready, woman? Are you ready to be with the guy? So this has to happen fast. I'm not going to sit here and wait for you to get ready and got to get to, no. I'm here. Either you shit or get off the pot. It's like you're a train. The train is here. The train not going to wait for you to get ready. You got to be ready to get on the train or you're going to miss the fucking train. You understand what I'm saying? So now he's saying that, you might miss out on a lot of good women, right? Let me ask you a question. What the fuck is a good woman? Seriously, what the fuck? Check this out. If I go to an all-you-can-eat buffet and I pick up some type of food and I put it in my mouth and I eat it, and I spit that shit out and I'm like, that shit is nasty. Is that good food? It's not good. It could be good food to somebody else, but to me, it's not good food. Why?
Right.
Because I don't like it. It doesn't taste good to me. So how is a woman a good woman to me if she is not cooperating with me now? If she's not following my instructions. So she can't be a good woman, because the thing is, what is good to you is based on your experience, your individual, your masculine identity. So how the fuck you gonna say, it's like, bro, it's like, you know, it's like when you ever hear chicks tell you, oh, you should totally meet my girlfriend. She's so awesome. She's so pretty and this and this and that. And then you look at her girlfriend and you're like, ugh, right? So to her girlfriend's a good woman.
Right.
But you're like, man, fuck out of here. She was what the kids say, she's chopped. She's fucking
No, you know what it is with his overall statement? It's just way too female centered. Like
Right.
everything about it is like, oh well, you know, I want to chase because it's to make it a little bit more interesting. Like so what you're basically saying is that you're not interesting. Like
right, exactly.
your life is not interesting enough, so you need a woman to quote unquote play hard to get to make
Right.
it interesting. Like, nigga, if my life wasn't interesting, I just wouldn't leave the house. Like,
Exactly.
you hear what I'm saying? Like, why I need a woman to play games with me or play hard to get or act funny or no. My life is interesting and exciting and beautiful, and I only want women who make it easy.
And you know what the funny part is? People never say this in any other situation. Like, oh, well, I want to go to a restaurant and get some food. And then the waiter comes, you're like, oh, let me get a cheeseburger and fries. And they're like, well, actually, I don't know if I'm going to give you a cheeseburger. Maybe if you play your cards right, I'll give you a cheeseburger. You look at this bitch like, bitch, if you don't go and get my fucking cheeseburger, you know what I'm saying? Like they never do that.
Like you having a debate with the waiter to make it more. I want my dinner experience to be more interesting. I want to go into a restaurant, order a steak, and when I order it medium, they give it to me well done, and we have a fight about it. Like,
right. Like, yo, you go to work and you're supposed to get paid on the 15th, and you're supposed to get your check, and your boss is like, well, listen, I was gonna pay you, but I was wondering, if let's get to know each other a little better before I give you your check. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, let's make it interesting. Like, no, nigga, you better give me my check.
Like, who does? Nobody's gonna do that. Nobody's gonna do that. You're gonna go to the doctor. Doctor, I'm sick. He's like, well, listen, all you gotta do is take some of these pills. But listen, before I give you these pills, though, I'm gonna have to ask you a series of questions, and I need you to talk to me about my feelings first, and then I'll prescribe. Like, what? You'd be like, nigga, I need the medicine. Just give me write the prescription for me to get the fuck up out of here. Like, every other situation in their life, they would fucking be like, what the fuck is this? But when it comes to women, this is all good.
It all goes back to that thing where it's like they feel validated when they've gone through a bunch of shit to get the girl.
Right.
And it's crazy. I think it has to do with the whole, it's like a Super Mario Brothers complex.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta go through. You remember how after you beat that first castle,
right?
And you thought you was gonna save the princess, but you saved the little toad person. Then you realize you got to go through all the levels to get to the princess. It's like I think for a lot of men, I think that trope or narrative has been embedded in our psyche to believe that we should have a direct line to almost anything else in life.
Mm-hmm.
We should have a direct line to money and success and jobs and career, blah, blah, blah. But dealing with women should be difficult.
Right, exactly.
Or complicated. You get what I'm saying? Like, it should be that way. And the truth is that it really doesn't have to be that way. It really doesn't have to be that way.
Like, you can just come into the restaurant or just order food.
Right, exactly. Like, this ridiculous type of shit.
We're not that type of restaurant. You got to get to know us.
You think you could just order food and we give it to you and then you just pay for it? Like, no, like, what kind of restaurant do you think I am? Like, what kind of restaurant do you think this is?
Yo, could you imagine?
No, even better. Does that work with all the other restaurants that you go to? I mean, like, who do you think you are? Yo, they always ask that fucking, does that work with the other girls? Like, what?
Could you imagine you going to the barber shop to get a cut and your barber talking shit to you like that, making it difficult for you to get your hair cut, nigga?
Yo, what kind of barber do you think I am, bro? Like,
right. You ain't even take me out and talk to me and know me. Like, what do you think this is? You just gonna sit in my chair and tell me you want to fade?
Nah, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy.
It's like any other situation in life, they would never fucking do that shit. But for women, it's some I gotta have a challenge. Like, niggas, stop. You don't want no challenge.
I've never in my life said that.
Exactly. Me neither. That never makes sense to me.
I want a woman to make it hard for me, or I want a woman to make it interesting. Nigga, it's interesting enough.
Right.
It's interesting enough just going out meeting women, talking to women. It's interesting enough.
Mm-hmm.
You stupid. And that's what I'm trying to say. Like, you again, a lot of people, they talk all this shit. And that's why I stopped leaving comments on social media. Like, unless I'm directing people to my website or something like that, I really don't comment on shit anymore, because you don't even realize how much you're exposing about yourself.
Right.
Commenting on shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you think you're saying something profound, but you're really just letting people know how dumb you are, or you're letting people know your perspective, and you're revealing a lot about yourself unknowingly. You understand what I'm saying? You gotta be careful out there, man. Don't be going back and forth with these people online and leaving a bunch of comments and trying to, like, you be surprised. You'll be surprised how much you expose, and how much you don't even realize that you're exposing. Because I'm sure this guy thought he was, especially with that last little part about, oh, well, I don't know, because you guys are the dating experts. I'm sure he thought he was saying something.
Right. And see, we're showing you why we're the experts and you're not. We're breaking it down. Because you can't be no expert talking that type of shit, nigga. Talking about, oh, well, I just like a challenge, nigga. No, you don't.
And real quick, guys, we got a certain number of people out in here watching. Guys, please go to masculineidentitymembership.com. You could get on the Masculine Identity Membership for only 99 cents. You go to the checkout page and type in the discount code SUMMER, SUMMER. The discount code is SUMMER. You get to the checkout page, put in the discount code SUMMER. You could join the membership for only 99 cents. That will give you access to the Monday night masterclass Zoom call. And what is awesome is that on June 2nd, we will have special guest, Mr. Justin. Mr. Justin from the Dominance Academy. You understand? Shout out to Mr. Justin from thedominanceacademy.com. He will be in the building. He will be on the call, and we are going to be talking about how to understand your power as a man, how to understand why dominance is important in relationships. And it's going to be heavy, man. So make sure you guys get on the Masculine Identity Membership for 99 cents so you could be a part of that Zoom call June 2nd, 11 p.m. Eastern time.
Yes, sir. All right, so let's get some of these questions and we're going to wrap it up. It says, how do you approach women that always bring up they have a boyfriend? Nothing. If they're bringing up they have a boyfriend, then either one or two things. They have a boyfriend and they don't want to cheat on their boyfriend, so they're letting you know they have a boyfriend, so you just keep moving. Or two, they don't have a boyfriend and they're telling you that they have a boyfriend so that you will walk away, right? So either way, the fact that they're bringing a boyfriend means they don't want to fuck with you.
Facts.
Period. You feel what I'm saying? That's how that works. So do you guys come up with the term charge to the game? I'm hearing a lot of dudes using that term even when I'm playing video games online. No, we did not come up with charge to the game. That's an old term that was out,
Yeah, the players, max, and pimps came up with that charge to the game.
It says it says at a second date dinner. Oh my God. At a second date dinner, and she mentioned how she doesn't like her nose. I said, I think it's cute. You should come over here and kiss me. And she refused to. that is resistance, right? Well, yeah, that is resistance. But the problem is that you taking chicks to dinner. That's why she's resisting you. Guys, you gotta understand how this works, man. The fact that you want a dinner date for the second date shows her that you are not the sexually attractive, dominant guy that she wants to get sexual with now. You are the other guy. You're the guy who's gonna court her. You're gonna, and that's why. We take a call.
All right. So we got 770. You are on live. Lacari and Miles. Name, age, city. Are you supporting or are you using the free call?
Yeah, I'm taking a free call. My name is Daniel Drew, 22 from Atlanta.
All right, no problem. Go ahead with your question, bro.
All right, what's going on, Lacari? What's up, Miles?
What's
My
up, man?
question was, can you be a little more specific and go into details when tell a woman, like what you want her to wear and whatever, or like, certain perfume you caught on her when y'all first met and throw in that,
Be a little bit more specific in telling her what we want her to wear.
Yeah, like, if what pertains to your identity, like, for example, for me or whatever, it might be like,
it might be, or it is.
No, I'm just throwing an example out there.
No. See that, and that's no. Listen. If I'm talking about my okay, let me ask you the question, right? If you take out your ID card, when you take out your ID card and look at your ID card, do you get examples of what your name is, or do you get what your name is?
What your name is?
Okay, when you take out your ID card, does it give you an example of your address, or does it give you your actual address?
Not your actual address.
Okay, so when you're talking about things that you want, we're going to stop giving examples and we're going to look at what we actually want. That's what we're going to do first. Before we even work up the guts to tell the woman, we have to figure it out for ourselves first, correct?
Correct.
Okay, yep. So what do we want there, buddy?
So like for me, I'm more into like the cowgirl like outfits or certain type of perfumes that I might catch on her or whatnot.
Okay, so you like a cowgirl outfit, and what kind of perfume do you like?
I more like the sweet, like sweet and like strong perfumes that I might catch on. Not anything specific, but I might like on her or whatever at that moment.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So specifically what you're looking to do is to you want her to wear this type of perfume and outfit on a date, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's what you do. You that's what you tell her.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because a lot of time I would just be like, hey, throw on something sexy or whatever, meet me here and go from there. But
throw on something sexy.
Yeah.
So okay, the word sexy can mean a lot of different things to a lot of different people. You got to tell her what you think is sexy. You understand that?
Okay.
Yeah. And you got to tell her, hey, I really love sweet smelling colognes on women. Sweet smelling perfumes on women. So, make sure you wear something sweet and sexy tonight. Whatever you think is sexy and sweet in your collection, I want you to put that on. That's the type of stuff you got to say. But I'm giving you way too much because this is a free call. So I'm gonna end it right now. Okay. All right.
All right, sounds good. See you on the Monday night call.
Hey, appreciate you, bro. Oh yeah, I'll see you on the Monday night call, bro. Tonight, 11 p.m. Eastern time, masculine identity Zoom call. Appreciate you, bro.
Yes, sir.
All right, take it easy. I bet you. You know what? Let me stay quiet. But you see how much game niggas get on a free call? That's crazy, man. We still got 2 free calls left, but I don't know if y'all gonna make it if y'all not calling in already.
Right, exactly. So let's see what some of these questions saying. It says, when did the switch happen? It seems like the men acting like women and women acting like men. Back in the day, women used to wonder if the dude liked them. Now it's the other way around. What the fuck happened? Well, I mean, first of all, you shouldn't give a fuck about all that shit. But is this really like there's always been guys who are simps. There's always been guys who are, you know what I'm saying? Like who act that way. You feel what I mean?
Look, let me just say this. In my perspective, if you got a masculine identity, if you know who you are as a man, there is no switch. I'm still me. So where's what switch are you talking about? See, the thing is this: if I'm still me, then everything in the world is as it should be.
Right.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm still me, everything in the world is as it should be.
Right.
Am I worried about all the rest of these dudes acting like women and all the rest of these women acting like men? No, I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's up to me to go out and attract and find and meet the women that behave the way that I want them to behave, and so on and so forth. All right, so I'll be tempted to say that to all right, 470, you are on live with Lakar and Miles. Name, age, city, what's up?
My name is Gennaro, and I'm from Atlanta.
All
And
right,
my question is, how do
okay.
you build
And how
your
old, wait,
master?
hold on.
Hello?
How old are you, bro?
28.
Okay, go ahead. How do you build the what now?
Okay, how do you build your masculine presence up? Like, say, like somebody used to dealing with you and you have not yet established your masculine presence, and they still remember you as nothing. Like, how do you build that up?
Well,
I'm specifically
the
talking about.
the first question is, why are you trying to prove anything to that person that knew you as something else before?
Right.
I mean, so what if you got a baby mama, right? And you gotta be with her at your son graduation, and she still
No.
every time she see
Listen,
you,
brother. If you are at your son's graduation, you're there for your son. What the fuck are you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
See, you see, you put your seed in unworthy soil, and so that's already done. That's already dead. You're there for your son.
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't have nothing to do. You don't got nothing to prove to this woman. You proved everything to her because you took her from a female to a mother.
Mm-hmm.
You proved everything you need to prove to her. You gave her her number one purpose in this life. Now you're here. Now your purpose is to be the best father you could be for your son. You're there to celebrate his graduation, and that's what it is. That's it. So let me ask you this question. How old is your son? What is he graduating from? Elementary or what?
He's 5 years old. So
He's 5 years.
graduating from
Okay.
K.
So you want your son to see his father still trying to impress his mother after all these years? Is this what you want?
No, but I would like for us to have a casual, healthy relationship so that he can see the best example of his father.
Okay. So you need to carry yourself as the best father you can be, because when you tried to carry yourself as her boyfriend, it didn't work. So just leave that alone. All she needs to see is the father of her child. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
And all your son needs to see is his father. And that's it. All anybody needs to see is a father. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to do anything extra. Y'all take y'all pictures. If y'all going out, if y'all doing the dinner thing or whatever to celebrate, you go there, you celebrate, you maybe pay for yourself and your child or whatever it is, and then you take your ass home and call it a day.
Right.
You see, it's the fact that you still trying to prove something to that woman that's gonna make you trip up and fall, because she knows that you still trying to get validation from her. So she still holds something over you.
Right.
It's like every time she see me, she's like triggered, and we just arguing about nothing.
And because and let me tell you something. See, and this is why you can. I'm not even. This is not even a fucking promotion, but this is exactly why you guys need to join us on the call June 2nd, 11 p.m. because Mr. Justin is going to show you guys. He has a school called the Dominance Academy at thedominanceacademy.com, and he's going to show you that true dominance in a relationship has nothing to do with ruling over the you ruling over the woman in the relationship. It has everything to do with you ruling yourself and being dominant over yourself as a man.
Mm-hmm.
You are still getting into arguments with your baby moms because you don't dominate yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And she knows that, so she knows she can trigger arguments to make you look like a piece of shit. And she wants you to look like a piece of shit in front of your son because she probably wants every fucking excuse to keep him from being in your life. And you're giving it to her.
Mm. It's real shit.
Gonna build that presence up, that dominant presence up.
Let me tell you something. You have to choose. You have to learn how to have self-control, self-mastery, and choose your words. You got to choose your words. You got to you also got to realize when, like you said, she gets triggered and she gets you to argue about nothing. You got to ask yourself, how the fuck do I allow myself to get caught up into the whirlwind of this drama nonsense and arguments with this bitch? How the fuck do I let myself do that? You keep thinking that it's her doing it to you. It's you allowing yourself to fall into it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm already saying too much for a free call.
Fact, because ain't nobody making you argue with her. That's you participating in that shit.
Ain't nobody making you argue with her, bro. And again, if you would just focus on your child, you probably could get out of there without even. You understand? You come through, be cordial. Hey, how y'all doing? Whatever her name is. Hey, how you doing? Good to see you again. All right, where are we sitting for the graduation? All right, cool. I'm gonna sit over, and you sit on the end. Don't try to be in the middle of nothing. Sit on the end. Sit on the end, and make sure when you get a chance to interact with your son, you interact with your son. And you do everything and realize, again, I'm here to be a father. I'm not here to be that nigga that was in the relationship with her, and I'm not trying to prove nothing. You're here to be a father. Focus on your son, my bro.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I appreciate you.
Yes, sir. And good luck to you, because I know it's not easy. Trust me, bro. I'm saying these things, and I don't say it from a place of like I'm perfect and I'm better than you or nothing like that. I know it's hard. I know it's tough.
I just needed some grown man advice for real.
Yes, I know it's not the easiest thing in the world, but watch yourself. Don't let yourself fall in. Look, the woman is always going to be going through some shit, and she always going to try to nudge you, press your buttons, and all that shit. But it's you who got to control yourself. And I'll tell you this too. One little piece of advice. Let's just say, because I'm sure your son is going to be in his class, and it's going to be a certain amount of time that you have to spend with the family or with the baby moms before you actually get to interact with your son, right? I know that, right? What I want you to do is, if you feel some shit coming on where it might lead into some shit, get up and just go for a walk, homie, and wait for your son's name to be called. You could clap, and then you get to interact with your son, and then you call it a day. Do you understand? Get up and go for a walk. Don't fall into no shit.
Mm-hmm.
Heard that.
All right, man. Good luck to you.
I appreciate your advice, man. Like, real talk. Like,
yes, sir.
Like, I appreciate it.
I appreciate you too, man. Thanks for calling in.
Listening to the show.
See, guys, that's the difference between experts and content creators and red pill niggas. Because this is let me do the red pill version. Oh, so your baby mama be arguing with you. You see, this is why you got to stop dealing with these modern women. You got to go overseas and get your passports, and remember that these women don't care about you, and a woman could never love you, and it's always she need to take accountability. That's the red pill version. So for all the guys that want the red pill version, that's there we go.
Right, and the black pill is you see, if your looks, money, and status was on point, your baby mom wouldn't be arguing with you, my brother.
Exactly right.
Oh man,
this shit is crazy. Oh, all right. Let me see. Just finish up these questions. We're gonna head up out of here. So
yeah,
Miles,
I killed the phone lines.
Is the Zoom call tonight? Yes, it's tonight.
Yeah, the Zoom call is tonight, guys. 11 p.m. Eastern time. I will be sending out the links at around 10:45, 10:50. So watch your emails, and if you're if you join for 99 cents or you're already on the Masculine Identity membership, watch your email. Whatever email you signed up with you signed up to the program with, watch that email. I will send out the Zoom links tonight.
All right. So this says how to deal with embarrassment. How to deal with embarrassment comes with dealing with rejection and having awkward pauses when interacting with women. So Valerie, make sure you get on the Bad Boy membership, you know what I'm saying? Or hit up myself and Mouse for coaching, because we could definitely help you with that. You know what I'm saying? So that's a very broad thing that we really could sit down and help you get that going. So hit us up on the back end. It says, I met a dark-skinned woman who gave me a choosing signal. Although I don't rely on choosing signals, I approached her, talked to her, but she rejected me because she didn't think I would date a dark-skinned. What? You folks, you dodged the bullet. That's good, man. You know what I'm saying? Because when a chick rejects you because she's insecure,
right?
You understand what I'm saying? Then hey, it is what it is.
And in all truth, she rejected herself because she has issues with her dark skin.
Exactly. See?
Right.
Exactly. That's a fact. It says, I'm currently a university student, broke and insecure about my looks and body. I want to step up my game, but currently the finances aren't lining up. What can I do to tap into my inner power? Caller, this is what you got to do. You should be calling into the show all the time. You feel what I'm saying? And you should actually be doing the things that we tell you, like talk to 25 women a day. You understand what I'm saying? Work on your appearance. You know, like be consistent with your mindset. All these things you guys can do, right? And the thing is that once you get your money up and all that, your finances up, then cool, hit us up for coaching, and then we'll give you that fucking fire ass game on the back end. It's really simple.
Look, you talking about your looks and your body? Push-ups are free, my nigga.
Right, exactly.
Push-ups are free. Jogging is free. Burpees are free.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you go to the park, pull-ups are free. Like all that shit is free. So you talking about your looks and your body, like, you know, you could get clothes at the thrift store, you could get clothes at the Salvation Army, you can get clothes for cheap at Ross, Marshalls, Burlington Coat Factory, but I've already said too much. Let's go.
Right, exactly. All right, last question here. Which is more disrespectful between a man being with a woman at a restaurant and she's flirting with other around him versus him having women flirting with him around her? What? I'm confused. That's a very
which is more disrespectful?
I don't know. I don't understand the question. Stanley, call in tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? When with the show, me and Steve, and then we'll answer that. All right, so guys, people, that's pretty much it, man. Listen, guys, we're about to wrap this up. Make sure, again, go to CunninghamElements.com to get the soap, get the cologne, get all your stuff at Cunningham Elements. You feel what I'm saying? Also, make sure you guys go to MasculineIdentityMembership.com to join the Masculine Identity Membership for 99 cents. Code word summer. Make sure you guys get on it. We got like over 200 people watching this, right? That means after this show is done, there should be an extra 200 people on the Masculine Identity Membership.
Yo, and we got the call. We're going to continue with the discussion tonight on individuation, and the next one on June 2nd, Mr. Justin from the dominanceacademy.com will be our guest.
What's up? And guys, make sure you guys go to badboymembership.com to join the Bad Boy membership, where you get 45 to 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. And also go to shoplocario.com to get your online dating consultation. Set that up with myself in April, and also get the audio and video programs. All right. So that's pretty much it, guys. We are out of here. And remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. We gone. Out of here later.
I can take the dick off the table based upon my standard. You aren't going to get hold of this dick if you ain't being the woman I need you to be. You need to realize that you need to cook, clean. You got to understand that you're not the only woman. And if you can accept that, that's fine. That's just the beginning, because you got to work hard for me, because I work hard for me. So that means if you get with me, it's not going to be easy street, because I need to be satisfied, because it ain't no happy wife, happy life bullshit. It's happy Steve, happy Steve.
Being strong with self, understanding who you are, is the biggest defense to bitch ass weak men.
And there's no excuses for the men not to be strong. But see, there's so many forces, and then so many men are embracing weakness.
I can't stand weak men. Like I don't like to talk to them. It's hard for me to talk to these losers. I've always been a winner at the winner's table.
You know, I believe it's a sin to impregnate a woman who can't raise a child, you know, or impregnate a woman who's not fit to be a mother. And I think we have a responsibility in what we see today in these weak ass little feminine boys.
I can't tell another man what to do, but I can't dress feminine. I can't wear nail polish. It's just something that I can't do. Why? Because if I'm walking down the street and somebody's having trouble with a flat tire, I want them to feel that they can come to me and ask me, hey man, could you help me out with this? Because those are the type of things that a man will help out with. So I need to look like a man so they can know where to come for help.
Yeah, it is such a thing as toxic masculinity in the minds of bitch ass motherfuckers.
Talk about masculinity, assertiveness, authenticity, transparency. How can a guy who's straight up and honest with what he does be toxic?
If the media can train you to think something bad about it, you hear the word and you want to instantly have a certain reaction. You stop thinking, you start feeling. And when people learn to think and feel and not think through their feelings, that's when they can evaluate a person holistically. And they can say, is this toxic masculinity, or did I just hear something I didn't like? And why did I not like it? And only let me go within myself to see why.
I don't never look at no motherfucker and say, oh, that's a toxic masculine motherfucker. I never ever had, I didn't even know, that was an invented concept from a weak motherfucker that was like, I'm just tired of this motherfucker trying to tell me what to do and bully you over me with this bullshit.
What's going to make you successful is just understanding who you are and getting your mind right and being happy with who you are. That is the thing that's going to really make you successful. Because after you get all the toys, after you get all these things going on, you've had sex with all the women you want to have sex with, you traveled all the places, you're still going to be you, and you're going to always come back to you.
Why do I do this? Why are we even doing this documentary? I want guys to be in the best position possible. There's no way that I'm raising my voice or calling you a bitch ass nigga because I'm trying to hurt your feelings. I'm calling you a bitch ass nigga because you doing bitch ass nigga shit. And if you continue doing bitch ass nigga shit, you're going to end up in bitch ass nigga situations. You get what I'm saying? So when I call you a bitch ass nigga, trust me, it's because I love you.
Game Kings 2, the definition of man, is out right now. Click the link below or go straight